Dang. Dun, dun. Yeah, this is great, I love it. Hello, welcome to this video. My name's Dan, aka Lucen. I'm a music producer and songwriter, and today I'm going to be finally reacting to Taylor Swift's first album. The day has finally come, so yeah, let's do it. Okay, so I have some explaining to do. If you've been following the channel, Taylor, Tay-Tay with the Nay-Nay, was one of the first artists who I cover on the channel who really helped it blow up. And it was like the real kind of success story of like me discovering an artist through the channel and becoming a massive, massive fan. I am a big old Swiftie, and Red is now one of my top albums ever. So yes, I went back through and I actually discovered all of her old albums, but I never did the first album. And so it got to a point where I was like, well, she's going to be re-recording it, so I'll wait for that. And then it didn't come, and it didn't come. And then she did Fearless, and then she did Red re-recordings. And I was like, okay, I'll still wait. And then I was like, well, it's been long enough. I'll put it in tandem with like the next re-recording, and I'll do it around the similar time. There's a bit of synergy between videos, that kind of thing. No more re-recordings came out. I waited, and I was like, oh my God. No, I'm just going to bite the bullet. Even though there are now new rumours about her, about the original album being done and ready to go, I'm like, oh my God, no. I can't live like this anymore. I can't live having not heard her first album. It's ridiculous. So I'm going to do it today in preparation for Midnights, so that when Midnights comes out, I have heard every single song. Full disclosure, I have heard a couple of these songs at Swiftageddon. It's actually insane that I've just been saving all these songs for so long. Anyway, yes, but before we get started, if somehow you've watched like all my other Taylor Swift content and you haven't actually subscribed, then that's insane. Please do it now. And also give this video a like if you like it too. Make sure to come back for my Midnights reaction in 2 weeks. It'll be on the day that it comes out. And if you're a long time viewer of the channel and you want to find another way to support me, you can do on Patreon. There's loads of different tiers ranging all the way like from £1 upwards, where you can get loads of stuff too, including early access to my videos, and you can watch my videos uncut, and you can actually request a song reaction, like any song reaction you want, as long as it's like not 15 minutes long. And you can actually request a full album reaction too if you want as well. So yeah, make sure to check that out on the Patreon. The link's in the description. And actually, if you haven't already, then you can follow me on Instagram, where you can follow my daily life. I say daily, if I updated that much. I do put things on the story. Sometimes it's just memes, but there we go. Anyway, Taylor Swift, first album. I'm sorry, Taylor, that I'm listening to an album that's not going to give you the money, but I've been waiting. So this is like full-on country. Okay, 2006 Taylor. We've got a twang. It's going to be a vibe. Let's go. This is song number 1. This is Tim McGraw, which I think I have heard. Oh my God, there's so much twang. He said the way my blue eyes shine. Her voice sounds lovely. Just a boy in a Chevy truck. I love that, it's cute. Does every country song talk about having a big truck? Oh, this isn't the one I thought it was. I don't think I have heard this one. This was the first song, wasn't it? The one that broke her through. God, she's got that romantic imagery right from the start. So it's like the song from the artist. I hope that reminds you of me, all the memories we have together. She really like went in like right at the beginning and knew her songwriting style and did it really well, you know? There's a letter that you never read. And it's that kind of storytelling thing, the details that I love about all her stuff. Looking back on all of that, we danced to all night long. How old was she here? 2006, 17. It's that kind of like need to not be forgotten and to be remembered by somebody that you used to date, to kind of hope that it meant the same to them as it did to you, you know? So she wrote the letter, she didn't send it to him, she was like no, and then she was like yes, I'm gonna do it. Development. Like even from her first song, she had the storytelling tropes that she perfects later on, but like, you know, the twist and the, you know, all that stuff. Put those Georgia stars to shame, but that's a lie. Oh, that's nice. Oh, I love that outro. It's very I Almost Do, isn't it? You know, that outro. Just like it's like a little moment, a little conversation that went on in the relationship, and she just kind of ends it on that note as a very kind of personal memory, because that's what the whole song is about, isn't it? It's about memory and about how music can bring up those memories for you, and how when you're like in a relationship you can connect over a piece of music, and hoping that those memories are as strong for him as they are for her. Yeah, beautiful. And it's like very similar to like All Too Well, you know, when you think about that in terms of like the theme of it being about memory, you know. Yeah, All Too Well. I want to listen to Red now. I've been listening to like Red loads. I mean, like September has hit and I'm like autumn, and so I've had like Red on repeat in between obviously listening to Rena's new album. Yeah, beautiful, lovely storyline, really showing off her like ABC storytelling. In the first song that she does, she's really like making her like mark as a songwriter immediately. And I love that even now, 16 years later, she's still doing that. That I think is the core strength of her songwriting, and the reason why she manages to be so versatile, because that center of her songwriting, that storytelling that she is kind of innately got in her, you know, carries through all of her music. On like all her modern albums, she still finds a new way to just pull on your heartstrings and tell you this story that you get engrossed in, you know. This is just going to be a big old Taylor loving, just saying. Okay, let's go on to song number 2. This is Picture to Burn. I've definitely heard this with Swiftogeddon. We're going rocky, still banjos in there, obviously.
You love yourself more than you could ever love me.
Got the twang. The first angry breakup song. Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, you're just another picture to burn. I'm over it. Goodbye. Oh god, it's such a teenager song, isn't it? Best friends. It's so funny because she literally doesn't have that accent. But you know, you got to do what you got to do if you're going to play to the country crowd. Nice guitar solo, that's great. Banjo solo. Because I'm going to burn you. This is like the prequel to Blank Space. She really does have a key focus on pictures, doesn't she? Like the Polaroids. Pictures must just have such a kind of special meaning to her, you know. Maybe this is the day that I get into country music. I can't deal with the twang, it's so funny. Just another picture to burn. Cool, yeah, very fun. Like that one's like, it feels as if like that, this is like, the first one was like the kind of ballady thing, and this is the like, pick up the pace, let's get into it. It's still quite lighthearted, despite the fact that like her lyrics in that song are quite cutting. Let's say that, you know, it's like, after this relationship, as far as I'm concerned, you mean nothing to me. You're just another picture for me to burn and get rid of my life. It's such a teenager thing. I literally remember when me and my friends were teenagers, one of my friends, she broke up with, I can't remember who it was. Oh, I think it was a friend. I think it was like a friendship thing, and they had a massive falling out, and she literally like got like the photos out, and when we were like burning them, like, yeah. Lol. God, teenagers are weird. Anyway, let's look at the lyrics just in case I missed anything. State the obvious, I did get my perfect fantasy. I realise you love yourself more than you could ever love me. Like, that's so good. And by the way, I hate this stupid old pickup truck. Why do all country songs have to talk about trucks? Like, I don't. It's so random. You never let me drive. You're a redneck heartbreaker who's really bad at lying. So watch me strike a match on all my wasted time. As far as I'm concerned, and that's just another picture to burn. So she's been scared. She's been like, you know, burned by him. You know, maybe he cheated on her or something, because he talks about like she talks about lying, and so she's just like, you know what? Goodbye. The country kind of cornerstones, it's almost like ticking the boxes, you know, like mentioning a truck, mentioning my daddy, you know, all that kind of stuff. It's all quite kind of like limiting. Do you know what I mean? Some more great fucking Taylor lyrics. And yeah, the precursor to all the other like breakup cute songs that she does. Let's go on to the next one. This is Teardrops from My Guitar. I like the guitar sound. Very nicely recorded.
Drew looks fake a smile so he won't see.
Faking smiles.
I bet she's beautiful.
He's moved on.
I have to live with that. Laugh cause it's just so funny. Anyway,
She's very heartbroken. She can't get over him.
Teardrops on my guitar.
Oh, that imagery is very good, isn't it?
Don't know why.
She sounds so young. It's gonna be really strange for her to re-record this one, to be fair. Not only because of the accent, but because like it's gonna be really strange for her to like revisit songs that she wrote when she was like 16, you know? I wouldn't want to do that. Jesus, I'm embarrassed by the shit I wrote when I was younger.
Mother love, look in those beautiful eyes. Teardrops on my guitar, on a wishing star.
Yeah, can't get over him. He's moving on and she can't move on. I feel like all these like storylines are things that she really managed to perfect with Red, really.
Maybe get some sleep tonight. Got enough of me to break my heart. Don't know why I do.
There's also this kind of thing like being like, I don't understand why I'm still obsessing over him. He fucked me over and like, you know, I don't know why I'm still obsessed with him. Like, but that's kind of what it's like, innit? You don't really get a choice. I feel like later Taylor would have not ended that on the root chord. She would have done something intriguing. Anyway, yeah, the beginning of the heartbreak. Yeah, that does feel like the kind of precursor to all the song fives, doesn't it? You know, but like I think the thing is, and obviously she is young, so this is probably why it doesn't feel like it does resonate as deeply emotionally with like when you compare it to like All Too Well, for instance, or like, you know, stuff like My Tears Ricochet, which I think that's kind of a little bit what I'm missing, I think, so far with these songs, which is obviously, I mean, it's obvious, right? But yeah, but considering she was writing these songs at such a young age, it is pretty insane, like how much of her like songwriting talent is plain to see, you know? Like I can understand why she caught on in such a big way. Yeah. Cool. Let's go on to the next one. This is A Place in This World.
I don't know what I want. Don't know what's down this road. Not the only one.
Yeah.
I'm alone.
Nice.
Oh, no.
Nice. Oh, this is interesting to hear these songs because like you can hear it, you know.
Find a place in this.
Nice. Yeah, I like this one. This is nice.
And I'm wearing my heart on my sleeve. Tell me what more do I need? But that's okay.
This does feel like a kind of teenage song where you just don't feel like you fit in anywhere.
Oh, I'm just a girl.
I think there's kind of a bit of a, acceptance that she's not meant to know everything yet, you know.
Maybe
Just trying to figure it out.
I'm alone.
Nice.
I'll be wrong on my own.
I like this one. This is cool, actually. It has a bit more interesting stuff going on musically. I'm just a girl. It's very Disney, isn't it? This particular vibe. Yeah, nice. I think you can kind of almost like hear with that song that she's kind of doing the kind of storyline of it, you know? She's like already building up this character through the songs, you know? See this image of like young Taylor writing these songs in her room being like, I don't know what I'm doing. It's very cute. Like, yeah, I like that one. And I like how there was a funky chord in there that I quite liked. Always relatable, these teenage feelings. Even when you're older, a lot of these questions are still things that we're dealing with, as adults, but it's not. I think when you're a teenager, it feels more kind of acceptable to talk about it, and to be like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. This is crazy. What the fuck is life? And the truth is that you don't really ever find an answer, literally. You just kind of get used to the fact there isn't really one. And we're all still that girl trying to find our ways in the world, even at 30. Anyway, yeah, to get existential, let's do this. Let's go on to the next one. This is song number 5. This is Cold As You. I don't know whether she was doing sad songs at this point, but I mean, it sounds pretty scathing already. This might be another pitch to burn moment. Let's go. I do like the combination of guitar and strings. There's something about those two, like acoustic guitar and strings together, that really I love. Sorry. Starting a fight because I need to feel something. It's quite, you know, mature thoughts for someone so young. Wow. I've never been anywhere as cold as you. Jesus. I love the strings. Love that. I love how her voice is. I wonder who this first boyfriend was, because she was like really hurt by him. It's very scathing in these songs. Wow, I love the melodrama. I would have died for you. Oh, raining. The rain is already here. The first album. There's something very emotional about the rain for me as well, you know. Nice. Oof, that violin is gorgeous. And there's cello in there as well. Yeah, I love that actually. Oh, Jesus. That was nice. I really loved the arrangement of that. Like the arrangement with the string, with the strings with the guitar and stuff. Really, there's something really, I don't know, there's like sonically satisfying about that combination of sounds for me. I guess it's like the raspiness and the biting of the strings. I don't know, there's something there that I adore. And yeah, that was really nice. And again, like so teenager melodrama of like, I'm just sitting here thinking about it. And I've never been anywhere in my life that's as cold as you are. You know, I would have died for you, and you don't give a shit about me. Lol. I mean, as much as it's like teenage feelings, like that's what it is to break up with someone, isn't it? Even now, it's like you have to kind of reframe it, and that's like, you know, when you break up with someone, that is the like a healthy part of moving on, is like reframing the relationship and actually kind of allowing yourself to kind of like move on. All the cornerstones of her future music and all the cornerstones of the kind of romance, the getting over it, the breaking up, the, you know, dealing with it kind of things, all those cornerstones are already here in the first album. And it's just, yeah, it's amazing to see that like she is already got it, you know, it's there. She's got it. She makes the most of it later on, you know. For me, it's not really till Red that she takes off. That is the like world-ending stuff that she writes on Red, you know. As brilliant as Fearless and Speak Now are, and there are obviously songs on there that are among my favourite Taylor songs, but like Red is the one that it's just you know. Right, let's go to the next song. This is The Outside. Like this. She's already got such a good lyricism about her in this, isn't she? Like the individual lyrics, you know. Nice. Love that big kind of gang vocal thing. Nice. Like I held off the resolution there. I've been in a lot of lonely places, but I've never been on the outside. This is a little bit like Exile, isn't it? I mean, lyrically, obviously, like emotionally and sonically, completely different. But yeah, like the feeling. I like this. I like the melody of this. Yeah, feeling like she's been exiled maybe after breaking up with him. I don't know. I think that's kind of maybe the vibe. Cool, nice. I like the kind of like subtle pace of this. Goes throughout the whole thing. I like this. This is well composed. Nice. Nice. I guess the maturity in the songwriting comes with the point where, like, you don't have to end everything on a... Oh. I was literally about to say, you don't have to end everything on the root chord, and she just did that. So there you go. Yeah, it felt like up until that point, that everything kind of, like, was summed up really nicely in the ding, 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 da. But actually, that one didn't. So there you go. Yeah, I really like that one. That one felt like it was, like, produced, like, nicely. Like, it like had you like in the palm of its hand the whole time. You know, you're always kind of waiting to see what the next part of the song was going to be. I think that was like the tension of the whole way through. It kind of like kept you going, and really kind of, yeah, really captured your like attention, and like, yeah, it really felt like it's very fully fleshed there. Anyway, yeah, very nice, like that. Let's look at the lyrics actually. I didn't know. No, I don't know how to do a country accent. I didn't know what I would find when I went looking for a reason. I know I didn't read between the lines. I like that. I tried to take the road less travelled by, but nothing seems to work the first few times. Nobody ever's let me in, and I can still see this ain't the best view. On the outside looking in, I've been in a lot of lonely places. I've never been on the outside. So it seems as if she's talking about like not getting the chance to actually have a full-on kind of relationship with someone, and always feeling like she's on the outside of those kinds of, you know, that kind of connection. But then at 16, like, you know, you're not going to get that. But yeah, it's interesting to hear that she's like already searching for that deep kind of soul connection at this point. She's not going to find it for a while, but she will find it with Kylie Kloss. What? Anyway, let's go into the next song. This is Tied Together with a Smile. Oh, here we go. Oh, violin. Got a banjo, it's just the one in it.
Is the face in the mirror looking back at you, thinking you're not pretty, but that's not true.
She's singing to herself. Trying to give herself a pep talk, I think.
I know you.
Nice. Quite a full-chested vocal for her there.
What is high, you're jumping into an infant. Did you cry, not be the golden word?
Feeling the pressure to be like a perfect person. Yeah. You're tied together with a smile, but you're coming undone. Oh, I like this. Nicely written. Trying to cover up the fact that on the inside it's really struggling. That's nice.
Hoping it will end up in his pocket. Oh, 'cause it's not.
I like the metaphors about money. Interesting. Yeah. I like that. And it's something that even as an adult you can relate to. More lovely violin. Oof. I wish I had the budget to get a violinist to come and play one of my songs.
No one knows, but you're coming undone.
Yeah, nice. It's interesting the like male harmony vocal on a lot of country songs like this, and the early Taylor stuff. And she actually replaced it, didn't she, in Fearless re-recordings, right? God, that violin is so nice. This is nice. This is really good. And I just wish you were a better man. Oh shit. Mash up. Nice. Yeah, I really like that one. That was nicely written, and like I feel like the hook sums up exactly what the song's about, you know, in a really nice, succinct way. It kind of ties it all together. Pun unintended, but there for the puns. And it's this idea that like you're going along your life, you've got these certain expectations on you, you feel a bit of pressure on you to kind of always kind of have it all together. But like, I think it seems to be, again, with her relationship to this guy is affecting her at the point where she feels like everything's kind of coming undone. She doesn't know, like, she can't keep it together anymore. And, you know, she's got it tight. She's trying to put the smile on. She's trying to cover it up. She's trying to come across like she has it all together. But she doesn't. You know. Okay, let's go on to the next song. Cool, this is Stay Beautiful. Let's go. This is very country already. Super country.
Corey's eyes are like a jungle. He smiles, it's like the radio. There's pretty girls on every corner. That does he know?
One of those people who's like heartbreaker.
Every little piece of
Nice. There's a lot to love in this album. There's lots of like little moments, you know.
Stay beautiful.
Aww, it's nice. Like, she really has a bit of a reverence for this guy who doesn't know he's really nice, which is always kind of nice.
They're making conversation when he's taking my breath away.
Beretta way. Like that chord.
You're beautiful. Every little piece that leads you back to my door.
Even if we don't end up together, I want you to stay this beautiful person, you know. Nice.
You are is a daydream. I'll never get to hold it. Every little piece, love. Ask anyone. I'll lead you back to my front door.
Yeah. Even if we don't end up together, like, I still wish you the best, you know? It's nice. Nice. Nice one. I like that. That's nice. Yeah, nice to hear a song, like, sing a song about somebody else that's positive. Yeah, that's a nicely written song, like, very succinct, very kind of a bit predictable. That's kind of the only thing about, like this album, is that it's obviously purposely geared towards a certain audience and therefore like has a certain predictability about it. As much as like focuses obviously on like teenage girl writing songs in her bedroom, you can tell that there's like the formation of the entire album itself and which songs she's putting on there and how they're orchestrated and how they're like, you know, tweaked for the audience. You can tell there's the industry kind of side of it is getting in there already, you know. But I think the thing that does then still keep it resonating and connecting with people is the fact that like the original kind of kernel of the songs, there is this genuine talent and this genuine like feeling that you're getting to know her, you know. Be interesting to know like how much of it was kind of like persuaded by the kind of record labels and stuff, you know. Let's go on to the next one. This is Should Have Said No. Maybe I've heard this one. Wait. Oh, I might have heard this one at Swiftogeddon. Whenever these songs come on at Swiftogeddon, I'm always like, woo, and everyone's singing all the lyrics, and I'm like, but next time I'll be able to actually like get into it.
The smiles, the flowers, everything.
Bang.
You say that you take it all back. You should have said no. You should have.
Yeah, I have heard this one at Swiftogeddon.
Yeah, I should have been there.
This is nice. This is well done.
Forgiveness at my feet.
Oh.
You should have seen you might still have me.
Yeah, nice. This has definitely got more interest to it. It's not quite as predictable as some of the other songs. Love it, yeah.
Baby, you know all the right things, but do honestly. You say that the past is the past.
Dun, dun.
You should have said no.
Yeah, this is great. This is really kind of getting me like, yeah, get me going. Now the next Swiftogeddon I'll be able to like, I'll be like, I know this one now.
Asking myself why, you baby, and you might still have me.
Yeah. It's like, hey, look, had you actually like behaved correctly, then maybe we wouldn't have actually broken up. You should have said no to maybe cheating. I'm assuming cheating.
Tell me this.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Nice. Using the word no as like a turnaround is very good. Saying you should have said no and then she's saying no.
Should have said no. You
Very good. Nice. This is great.
there in the back of your mind. I shouldn't be asking myself
Whoa, nice ending. Cool. Bit of darkness there. Love that. Yeah, that's one of my favourites so far, actually. That one really, like, that goes off. That's really nicely written, and it kind of has enough relatability and recognisability, you know, but throws you off in certain moments to keep it intriguing, you know. There's that chord, the off my feet. I don't know what borrowed chord that is, but it's a fun one. And then there's the thing where you're kind of expecting it to resolve into a major, but it doesn't. It goes into minor and ends on that minor chord as well. It's like, ding, like you shouldn't have crossed me. But it's a little bit less like bitter and like, grr. It's a little bit more like, you know what, I'm a little bit past this now, and actually I can see that you know, you made the mistakes, and actually, you know, that's not on me. And once I'm like, I think once you're kind of after that moment of like, I fucking hate you, you can kind of have a little bit of a moment of actually like, no, this, like, you actually made some big mistakes, and this is what you should have done better. Another key part of like getting over breakups and stuff, I think, you know, understanding that like what the actual faults were, you know, being able to kind of rationalize it, because I think otherwise it can be very easy to be like, God, it's all about me being a horrible person. Do you know what I mean? It's like, or they're a horrible person, I must be a horrible person, all those kinds of feelings. Like once you get to the point where you're like, actually no, like they did this, this and this, it's, you know, you're starting to get over it. Yeah. Cool, let's go on to the next one. This is Mary's song, Oh My My My. Is it a lap steel or is it just an electric guitar that they're...
I was 7 and you were 9 in the sky.
Who's Mary? Childhood friendship turned romance?
Growing up and falling in love.
Yeah.
And rolled their eyes.
Cute.
Took me back to the house in the backyard trees.
Nice. Like that bit. It's giving me Red vibes. I like this. This is nice. Nice. Ugh. This is nicely written. This is good.
Like pretty lights. They never believe we really fall in love.
I like this story of like looking back at a kind of childhood friendship that didn't quite maybe end up the way that they thought it would, you know, and like looking back and like reminiscing, you know. I like this. Still don't know who Mary is. This is again like a precursor to Seven. Isn't it strange that she's got all these kernels of ideas that she manages to take later on and perfect, you know?
Got down on one knee.
Oh, okay, the story is complete. Oh, God. Love it. This is like mine, isn't it?
I'll be 87, you'll be 80 now.
7. Oh, 87.
Oh, my, my, my.
That's so good. I loved that, actually. Maybe this is the same person that she sang about on Seven, because, you know, like being age 7 and he was 9, you know, that kind of thing. That one had a really satisfying story. That really felt like, you know, that moment in mine where you're like, he comes out and is like, you know, crying and they get back together. And the moment in Love Story where he gets down on one knee, you know, it's that kind of twist to the storytelling. That is it, isn't it? And I think this is the song that really encapsulates that ABC kind of storytelling that is just so key for her, especially in these in the kind of earlier years, you know. Really great. And like this one is just telling such a lovely story of like these two kids who grew up as like best friends and like got together, but like the perspectives that she's singing from is that maybe it didn't happen that way. They didn't actually get together, and she's kind of like wishing she could go back to when they were friends or whatever. But yeah, I love how like the story kind of takes a turn and it actually reveals that they have been together their entire lives. It's really beautiful. It's really nice. I mean, this is obviously not Taylor. The character, beautiful love story. Still don't know who Mary is. Take me back to when our world was 1 block wide. I dared you to kiss me and ran when you tried. Oh, that's really cute. Just 2 kids, you and I. Oh, and then 16. Okay, so then she like grows up a bit to now. I was 16 when suddenly I wasn't that little girl you used to see, but your eyes still shined like pretty lights. And our daddies used to joke about the 2 of us. They never believed we'd really fall in love. And our mama smiled and rolled her eyes. Said, my. 2 a.m. Here we go again. All the Taylor tropes are here. Take me back to the time we walked down the aisle, the hotel came and our mamas cried. That's so cute. The mamas were rolling their eyes and then they're crying instead. I love that. That's such a lovely little moment. Oh, yeah, very good. Yeah, gorgeous. That is so good. I think that's my favourite song so far, actually. I love that. Let's go on to the next one. This is Our Song, which I know. This is the one on my hand on my heart and the other hand on the steering wheel one, right?
I was riding shotgun with my hair undone.
One hand on the steering wheel and the other hand on my heart. So good. That's like the perfect lyric, innit?
He says,
Our song is a slam screen door.
and you talk real slow, 'cause it's late
And your mama don't know.
on first date, man, I didn't kiss her and I should, or I said amen. Could
Play it again. I love this one. This is great.
was walking up the front porch steps after everything that day, and I lost and thrown away.
This is a really good feel good song, but it's not basic, you know. It's just a really nicely written melody.
The first date, man, I didn't kiss her and I should have.
Play it again. Nice. Whoa, what a good guitar solo.
Waited for something that was as good as our song. Tapping on his window, 'cause it's late.
And your mama don't know. It's like celebrating all the little things that signify their relationship. It's nice, really nice.
Oh, yeah. I'd gone with my hair undone, and I wrote down our song.
Nice. I love that. Whenever they say pen in a country accent, I always think they're saying pin. Like, why did she grab a pin to put in her hair? Anyway, I love that like the whole song is almost like the process of her writing their song, like realizing like all these little things that are their relationship. And it's like, oh no, we don't have a song, but yeah, actually this is our song. You know, our song is all these things that are very specific to us, that we love, you know, in jokes and moments between us, you know. It's all the fights, but also all the laughter, and also all the being on the phone and like, you know, trying to like be quiet, and you know, all those kinds of all the little details, you know, dancing in the kitchen in the refrigerator, like, you know, all those little details. You know, and so she's kind of remembering all these things, and by the end she kind of admits that final twist is that the whole time she has been thinking this is our song, and so she starts writing it down, and then that's the song. It's so good. I love it. It's like meta. Yeah, really clever. I love that twist. It's kind of like similar to the twist in like Last Great American Dynasty, where it's like it's almost like you don't know what the song is about until like near the end, you know, and then it like all comes together, and it's like, oh, this is the song. This is our song. You know, this song that I'm writing now is our song. Or like in Great American Dynasty, it's like, oh, it's her house. She bought the house. Oh my God. You know, I love it. And she's doing it like in 2006. It's fab. It's so clever. The fact that she was doing this at 16 is, you know, really does show that she is got like something innate in terms of her songwriting ability, you know. 'Cause you're late and your mama don't know. Okay, let's go to the next word. This is I'm Only Me When I'm With You, which is probably not a great vibe, but there we go. Ooh, hello. This is different. This is making me think of like Kelly Clarkson or like Paramore or something. Nice. This is a vibe. This is a very different vibe to the rest of the album. Ooh, nice. Oh my God, I'm so into it. I love that. Taking it away. It's great. This back half of the album I'm loving. This is great. I love it. Journey lyric. Love these drums as well. This is such a sick chorus. Bet this was great live as well. Can't imagine she'd perform it now, unless it becomes a TikTok hit. I hope they play Swift together and I'll go off. This will be great. I love that. I think like depending your entire personality, being on only truthful when you're with another person is a bit problematic for her, you know, like babes. But I mean, she grows up.
I'm with you.
Love it. This is sick.
Yeah.
That's great. I'm so into it. It's so the vibe. I just love that chorus. Like to like have like the big power chorus and have like just the drums is like fab. It's like really like brings you up. It's surprising and it's like quite powerful, you know. Yeah, love it. It's so good. Yeah, I must say like the back half of the album I'm enjoying more than the first half. I feel like the first half was like felt like it was like a lot of typical country ballads pretty much since maybe like Should Have Said No. Like they're all that all the songs like since then have had something a lot more interesting about them, you know, that have really kind of sent it off, which I really like. Let's go on to the next one. This is Invisible. Ooh. I've got a lap steel out.
She can't
Nice.
see the way you're right. She'll never notice how you stop and stare. You can't see me wanting you.
I know what this song is. It's I love you, but you love somebody else, and I feel invisible.
Have you like I want to, and
Oh.
you're just unbelievable.
Oh.
Instead of just invisible.
Nice. Nicely written, yeah.
That can't help but shine through.
There's still so much of this is still relatable even as an adult, you know? What does that say about my love life, Jesus?
I just wanna show you, and you just see right through me instead of just invisible. I just wanna open your eyes.
Nice.
Let me want you. You just see right through me.
I think that would have been quite nice to end the song there, actually. You know what I mean?
The way you smile.
Oh, that's sad. Relatable. To kind of have like those strong feelings for somebody and then not to see you, to see somebody else. But she's like, that other person doesn't get it. You know, they don't know you like I know you. They don't see, you know, the way your eyes light up and all these beautiful things about you. And I know that we would be beautiful together, but like when she's around, I'm just completely invisible, like to you, you know. It's me. Me. We need to sort my love life out. I think listening to Taylor Swift in this vulnerable state right now is probably not the best for me. Spoilers, love life not going well. Still. Before we go into the last song, obviously if you've made this far in the reaction and you're liking the video, then you should subscribe. Yes. And if you've been following me for a while and you want to support me, then you can do on Patreon. The link's in the description. You can get your videos early. You can be the first one to watch my Midnight's reaction. On the day of a new album, I'll do the uncut version. I'll release it basically as soon as it's exported. So I'll film it and export it. It's usually up by like 1 or 2 p.m. So if you want to be like the earliest you can to watch my Midnight's reaction, then make sure to be on the Patreon. Let's go on to the final song then. This is A Perfectly Good Heart.
Why would you wanna break
No,
a good heart
getting right into it.
and tear it all apart now?
Oh, nice. Ooh, nice. Chords are great.
Be the wonderful. I still can't believe it don't make sense to me, but
Yeah. Foreshadowing the Spotify streaming era of starting with the chorus.
the very first sky,
I really like this one musically, actually. It's cool.
the way it was before.
Nice. To be at such a young age and actually like, there are so many songs on here that I really like. It is mind-blowing, really, isn't it? That someone so young could put this together.
Why would you wanna make what you wanna break it? Wanna make the very first sky.
Interesting place to end the album. But it might have been nice to kind of have a bit more of a positive ending. But I don't know that this album is really necessarily a start to finish kind of one, you know? Especially compared to like Red, you know? Yeah, I love the composition of this. The way the instruments are built up and stuff as well. They all seem to be doing their own melodies, you know? It's really nicely played and really nicely written. Wow, that's the whole of Taylor Swift's first album. I've finally heard it. I must say that like there's a lot more songs on there that I enjoyed that I was kind of not necessarily expecting to. Like everybody kind of said, oh yeah, like, you know, as much as like the first album is you know, iconic, it's like it was really like with Fearless that she started get really, you know, smashing it. And so I kind of had this idea that like maybe the first album would be like her just still getting her feet in terms of songwriting, but there's so much good shit in there. And yeah, like she does perfect a lot of these ideas that she's having in this album in different songs throughout her career, but like the very fact that she's having those ideas, like coming up with these turns of phrase, coming up with the storytelling with the twist, coming up with all this kind of interesting stuff at this point really just goes to show that like she had all of the ingredients there. Actually, it almost comes together on a lot of the songs, but it's just knowing that like with Mary's song she kind of perfects that kind of story twist with, you know, Love Story with Mine, but the kernel of it is there, like the idea is there, and it's amazing that a 16-year-old had those ideas, you know. Yeah, and now I can finally go into Midnights knowing the full Taylor Swift story from start to finish. Make sure to check out all my Taylor Swift videos, there's about 20 of them. Particularly like the Red Taylor's version stuff. Jesus, that was like really good videos if I do say so myself. Lovely. I will see you in 2 weeks. 2 weeks after this comes out. I will see you then for Midnights. Meet me at midnight. Meet me at 9 PM UK time on the 21st. Before we clock off, a final thank you to my patron. Their names are coming up on screen now. Those guys support me from the second tier upwards, and this is one of their perks to get their name at the end of the video. So thank you very much, you guys. If you want to sign up for Patreon, the link is on the screen right now. Cool. I will see you in a couple of weeks for Midnights. I'll see you next week for 1975 if you want to join me for that. Cool. Bye. Your hand on my heart.